Okay. Hi, this is Sadie Summer. You might remember me from those funny TV shows and that movie I did a long time ago. Well, today I'm not here to make you laugh wildly. I'm here to tell you about a revolutionary new product that will change your body, your imagine of yourself, and perhaps even your whole outlook on life. Over the next few minutes, you will learn about the body enhancement miracle that's sweeping the global, the somatube. Crawl inside the somatube and let somatube do its job for you. Lose weight, tone muscles, moisten skin, tan body, smooth wrinkles, remove body hair, charge your smartphone, and more. I could stand here for hours and tell you about the wonders of somatube, but I want you to hear for yourself what people all around the world are saying about these great products. Hi, this is Thad from the US. I live a busy life just like you. I just never had the time to work on how I look. But looks do matters, don't they? So when I hear about somatube, I was skeptical. A machine you put your body in that improve your look while you sleep? Come on. Well, I will tell you. Just 2 weeks of using it changed my mind. My muscle got bigger and I got stronger. Anyway, thanks to Somatube, women see me after women see me for the handsome hunk that I really am. I have a date with a different woman every night. My name my name is Apollonia, and I too doubted the effectiveness of Somatube. A machine that makes you more beautiful while you sleep is the stuff of, how do you say it? Science fiction, isn't it? That's how I thought until I experienced the wonders of Somatube for myself. Before I used Somatube, my hair was, I'm embarrassed to say, was getting thin on the top. In just a in just about a month, in just about a month, it's made my long blonde hair grow, and and it gave me a deep, rich tan, so it looks like I have been vacation on the French Riviera. In other words, thanks to Somatube, I look exactly as beautiful as I truly am, and I get invited to all kinds of parties with the rich and famous. My name is Rahul, and I must say I never thought for a minute the power of the Somatube. I saw it ad- I saw it advertised on American TV, so I was completely convinced that it could never be fraudulent. I used this Somatube for one thing only, to lose weight. I was I was a hefty 120 kilos just 6 months ago, but today, because of Somatube's advanced sweating setting, I'm I'm slim and healthy 72 kilos. At any at any rate, now that I am thin, I was able to get a better job. It must be the Somatube because I learned on TV that only skinny people can be successful. And finally, David from the UK. I ordered it as soon as I saw it on the television, and put it together as soon as it got here. And let me tell you, SomaTube has changed my life. I haven't the finest club how it looks, but my skin is so smooth. I don't need to get injections, and it happened in only five nights anyway. People how great I look, and I'm delighted when people ask me to show my ID card. Truly wonder. Listen to those happy users of the world's greatest product. Coming up next, a peek at the instruction video on how to assemble our Somato upon delivery, and information about our intended 15-year payment plan. Get your credit cards ready. Somatube void where prohibited. User only as directed. Actual product might not work. Okay. Okay. Before we can talk about the future of news, we have to talk about where news is today. Media Change Podcast. Welcome, Professor Chimsky. Thanks. I would like to make 4 points about the news today and a quick comment or example for each. 1. Most of us get the news from the internet, which is actually a pro way to get important news. Because the internet is all about grabbing people's attention with picture and headline. Not going into detail about subjects. 2. A lot of what we think of as news today isn't really news. It's what known as junk food news. It's gossiping or entertainment news instead of important news about the economy or the international problems. Junk food news is more attractive than real news, and it earns lots of advertising dollars. Sadly, most websites are out to make a profit. Justin Bieber's romantic life is not news, it's potato chip. Real news is like vegetable, because it is better for us in the long run. Okay. 3. News reports nowadays use support one political party or another. They often report whatever story make their political party seem like it is doing a good job. Unfortunately, if writers and reporters try to be fair to give a balanced view of politics, they will risk losing their jobs. And finally, traditional news media are increasingly owned by large corporations that own many businesses in a variety of industries, which can result in censorship of certain news stories. Like that company a few years ago that owned a factory that was polluting the river. The company owned a TV network that didn't report that news. That's one good example. The point is that when corporations control media, we all get a very unbalanced view of the world. So you are saying that most news media is controlled by big corporations, and that's bad That's bad because we can get real news. Absurd, absolutely. There is another option though. People can people can also get their news from bloggers and other who are active on the social media. This is this is known as citizen journalism, and it can and it can't be censored by anyone. Here's how it works. Citizens might take a photo of pollution in a river or post a video of police using excessive force against citizens. Then they write a news story about what actually happened there, what the company did wrong, or what the police did, or include additional information that they have. Next, they post it on their blog or on the social media for the whole world to see. Finally, when people read it, they will want to comment on it, share it, and give their opinion, and so on. That sounds like a good alternative, but what's the catch? For starters, many people who are active on blogs and social media are not trustworthy either. They often have made up their mind about the position they support, so they tend to ignore information that doesn't agree with their view of the world. Nowadays, anyone can start their own blog or post on social media for free. There are literally no qualifications required except for having an internet connection. So, so, so what So what you're saying is citizen journalism doesn't seem to very reliable either, which leads me to my final questions. Who should people turn to for their news? That's not an easy question to answer. For starters, ignore almost every news story that you read on your Facebook feed. People are often emotional when they post links, and they rarely do any fact-checking. My suggestion is to check different websites and try to keep an open mind. Whenever you read a piece of sensation news, remember that it was probably written to get more clicks. Try searching for another sources that offer different opinions. Then you can come to your own conclusions. It's a lot of work, but it's worth the effort if you want to get better understanding of the world. Thank you very much for a wonderful, interesting conversation. Okay. Okay. Projections for this year's earnings. So without further ado, please welcome the President and CEO of Nelson Aviation, Benoni Nelson. Oh, here she comes. Woo! She looks so cool as always. Okay, thank you, Tree, for your report. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our annual meeting. We are excited to introduce the product our designer has spent 3 years working on. The very newest in very light jet or VLJs, the new Mercury 700. While the industry continues to make jumbo jets, We plan to make small VLJ so people can rent a whole plane with the Mercury 700. Nelson Aviation plans to become the #1 VLJ provider for air taxi flyers. Today I will be talking about two things. First detail about the new Mercury 700. Second, all about how its aircraft will change the future of commercial air travel. The impact of Mercury 700. Can't wait to hear this. Me either. Looks great. Okay, first, detail. The specific information on the Mercury 700. This year we will produce 100 units at a cost of $1.2 million each. That's over half the price of the least expensive VLJ on the market. The Merc 700 will fly at a speed of 500 miles per hour. That means it can fly at nearly twice the speed of the average planes. 40,000 feet is its maximum altitude, and it can fly 1,500 miles before stopping to refuel. Most impressive, I really want to fly one. One of the great engineering features of Merc 7 is its compact size and lightweight. These small jets weigh about as much as the average highway minivan, and the two jet engines are small enough to fit inside the back of a minivan. This makes the Mercury 700 easy to land and store, even at small airports. And its core exterior makes it look super high-tech. That's also efficient. Say our company is really taking off. Ooh, I want to hear more. Finally, the key for air taxi company who will use Mercury 700 is how cheap it is to operate. The combination of small size, light construction, and high speed means that our new VLJ will cost less than $1 per mile to operate. That sounds cost effective. It sure does. That will give us the lowest operating cost on the market. Okay, part 2. Next, I would to turn to how the Mercury 7 VLJ will make the difference in the way the average person feels, or the impact it will have on travel. When the air taxi company start buying and flying our little baby, there's going to be some big change in air travel. Let me draw your attention to this map of the east coast of the United States. Now, imagine a family of 5 is planning a vacation from their home in the New York area to Central Florida. Now, because of the centralized hub system used by commercial airlines through major airports, the family will probably have to fly out a major New York airport like JFK or New York, stop at Atlanta to change plans, and then continue to Orlando International Airport. The, to- the total time include layovers and security check will be 7 hours, and getting our family to and from the big airport could add 2 more hours to your travel. I get tired just thinking about all that travel. Imagine an alternative. Instead of flying a big commercial jet out of major airport, this same family could call an air taxi company that has Mercury 700. They could board at a small local airport like Morristown, New Jersey, and fly with only their family on the plane directly to the airport closest to theme parks. Kissimmee Regional Airport. The total travel time will be only 2 hours, not all days. There are 650 U.S. airports where the big commercial airlines go, but there's more than 5,000 small airports where our VLJ can land. That sounds sensible. Oh man, with that many airports, we have big room to expand our fleet. I believe VLJ will be the air transport system of the future. The day of taking a commercial jumbo jet out of a busy airport are coming to an end. There is a growing demand. There is a growing demand from commercial passengers for the same convenient style of travel that high-paying executives have been using for years. The Mercury 700 provides superior comfort and safety. Its seat 5 passengers in oversized leather recliners, completed with personal entertainment video screen, which fold out of armrest. It also has an onboard refreshment center and a small lavatory in the rear of the craft. Imagine family on vacation traveling like a corporation executive has been travel for years. Of course, most people think small airplanes are less safe than the big ones. Not true. Two pilots fly with the most sophisticated on-board computer available, completely with the new parachute recovery system. Not parachute for each passenger on board, but a giant emergency parachute for the entire VLJ. In short, Nelson Aviation offers safety, low cost, greater convenience, faster travel, and the highest comfort. The Mercury 700. That sounds unbelievable. Glad I'm working here. Me too. And now, let's begin our annual stocking holder report. Trey, can we have some assistants hand out the heavy report to the folks, starting in the back? Okay.